Proverbs chapter 13, verse 24. The scripture says, abundant food is in the fallow ground of the poor. Fallow ground is ground that is not cultivated, uncultivated ground. Abundant food is more than enough for everything that you need. Abundant food is in the fallow ground of the poor. The poor are those who don't have anything, those who are destitute. And I believe there are many people that are spiritually destitute. They don't have any riches of Christ, any sweet experience of joy and peace and satisfaction that come through Him in their lives because of not cultivating their relationship with the Lord. The uncultivated relationship with the Lord makes the riches of Christ unaccessed. So there is abundant food and abundant supply for each one of us in the cultivated relationship with Jesus. Abundant food is in the fallow ground of the poor. You no longer need to be poor in your experience with the Lord. You can be, as Christ calls the church in Smyrna, rich. You can be rich with the riches of Jesus Christ by cultivating your relationship with the Lord. Oh, how precious this is. There's a story of an old man who's going to die. And before he dies, he puts silver and gold and pearls and all kinds of things in the ground in the backyard of his house. And after he passes, his son starts to grow up and he is trying to make a living. He gets married, he has kids, he's struggling, he doesn't have much at all, he lives in poverty. And he discovers that his father had left him a letter. And in that letter, he had written to him that prosperity is in the ground. Prosperity is in the ground. And so the son couldn't understand what it meant. And one day he begins to ask himself, what did my dad mean? And it was too simple to actually think he meant in the ground of the backyard. But he follows this simple inclination that he has. Maybe it is as simple as this. And as he goes in the backyard and starts to dig, he finds silver and gold and precious stones. And all this to say that all the while the riches were there, but because he was unaware, he did not have the experience of what was already there. So I want to encourage you that the prosperity of the spiritual life, that joy unspeakable, full of glory, peace that passes all understanding, satisfaction of the soul is already implanted on the inside. And it is accessed through fellowship with Him who is those things. And as you fellowship, you find there is abundant food in the fallow ground of the poor. And in that, the poor are no longer poor when they cultivate the ground and find the abundance therein. So may the Lord increase to you the revelation of the fact that He has and He is inside of you everything needed at any point. The only reason why people don't have spiritual riches is because, number one, they may not know. But I'm informing you now. Number two, they don't believe it. But I encourage you to believe. And number three, they don't actually go out and enter into Him. So I encourage you, believe what you're hearing and go fellowship with Jesus and find the reality of the fact that He is everything you could have ever longed for. And He is the fulfillment of all desire. God bless you guys.